Once we brought the car to the spray booth, we completed all the masking, which was all the windows and under the car. And it was nice that we had this thing assembled enough to be a running, driving car, so we could drive it into the paint booth and get it up on jack stands, blow the wheels off, and do the final mask. After everything was finally masked, there was a cleaning process, wax and grease removers, tack rags, and things like that, before Nathan started brewing up the final coats of DuPont Hot Hues, Red Hot Meltdown, red paint, and all the other chemicals that are mixed together to make that work. There was a couple tools that we used this time. Some Eastwood pour lids are cool for being able to control the pour. This paint is really expensive, so you want to make sure you don't spill anything. And then of course a whole slew of safety gear from 3M, respirators, and SAS paint suits. And the trick here is to make everything as clean as possible. The spray booth is real nice, so we use, it's a blow-therm million BTU furnace downdraft baking booth. So we get a very little amount of dust in the booth, but you want to make sure that you don't bring any dust in on your clothes or anything else, and that's why you wear the gloves and all the safety gear and the suits and all that jazz.
Once everything was masked, cleaned, prepped, and mixed, Nathan began spraying the final red color coats. And you'll notice that this car has a few areas like the deck lid that are still in primer. And this is because this panel was originally painted red on both sides, but during the reassembly process, it was determined that some additional body work would help this panel sit flatter. So Nathan reprimed it, knowing he would respray all the color for final match in the paint booth.
Well, we've got the Firebird in the paint booth, and we're spraying our first coat of red, and we're actually using a Hot Hues Red Hot Meltdown is what it's called. And Nathan is in there spraying it, and Nick is shaking the second cup. It's extremely hot, which is normal for a paint booth, but it's also very hot out here. So we're trying to keep Nathan going as quickly as possible because we also have to lay stripes and paint clear tonight. So there's a time crunch that we're trying to help him with, but also we're trying to keep the pot life of the paint going. The second cup is a PPS cup that's, everything is plastic with a removable sleeve which has all the numbers on it for the scales is what it's called. So we're able to remove the top, which has a screen in it, which is our filter, so that's why we didn't pour it through the normal usual paper funnels, because the actual top of the PPS cup has its own filtering screen. And it's all plastic, and it just kind of clips on actually to Nathan's solder gun, and it helps a lot in the cleanup process. We don't have to clean up all the metal cups. We just toss out the plastic and put in a new one with each new mix of paint. When Nathan runs out of paint, he's just gonna kind of mumble something in his mask, and Nick's gonna run over and give him the other cup. Nathan's gonna twist it off of his paint gun, put the new cup on, and Nick's gonna run out and mix another cup. That's how we keep it going real fast.
After 2 full coats of the DuPont Hot Hues Red Hot Meltdown Red is applied to the car, Nathan checks his work with a 3M sun gun. This light illuminates any potential thin spots or color irregularities that might appear on the car. After this check, Nathan gives the car one more final coat of red. Next, the crew prepares some DuPont Hot Clear to be used as an intercoat clear. This car is going to receive stripes that are painted and then cleared over. So in order to protect the red base coat from the stripes to be applied next, a clear coat layer is applied to the car called an intercoat clear. Once this flash is over, the crew can begin taping out the stripe design, and then the stripes will be painted on that intercoat clear. After the stripes are dry, the whole car will be bathed in several layers of DuPont Hot Clear.